Hi, we're at Galka's Pro Shop in Highland, Indiana, and I'm talking to drilling expert Wally Galka, and he's agreed to give us a little input on getting equipped to bowl as a new bowler in the Pro Shop. So Wally, a simple question is this. When a new bowler walks into your Pro Shop and is looking to get equipped to bowl, what are some of the critical questions you might ask the bowler during the consultation process that would aid you and getting him or her properly equipped to bowl?
First thing we usually try to decide is the weight. Most people at that level do not know what weight they want. I have a little test of where we have them swing a ball in a sling to watch their shoulder and try to determine the weight that's average for them. Women usually 12 if they're starting out, men 14, 15. But we watch their shoulder motion to make sure that they can handle the weight properly. Other questions include conventional or fingertip. Generally at that stage they want to stay conventional because they've been coming from a house ball to their own ball. Other question, where do they bowl? Their speed, if they know that. Most don't, but that's still a question we ask, if they're fast to moderate or slow. And then I try to equip them with a ball that would fit a general lane condition, not something that would be for one way or the other, just general usage. That's our starting point with a new bowler.
Awesome. Great. And also just to piggyback on that, when you're looking to fit them and you're measuring them and things like that, I'm assuming that you take in consideration things like the pitch.
Yes, we still do the same thing if they were an expert bowler or starting bowler like what you're asking me about, but they wouldn't know what their needs are, so I try to guide them through with a general fitting process for a new bowler, which would include pitches and sizes and span and everything, just like a regular, expert bowler. But I would have to help them along because they really wouldn't know what they needed at that point.
Absolutely. So correct me if I'm right, because this is my assessment, but in that case alone, for new bowlers, if they're interested in really learning the game and kind of getting active in the game of bowling, is it best for them to come to a pro shop expert and get fitted in a pro shop as opposed to a bowling alley where they won't have that assistance?
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, and definitely not any of the discount houses that so-called sell some bowling equipment. They'd be better off going to any pro shop to get the questions answered and to at least have a proper fit to start bowling, because if not, they might get discouraged and not bowl because the ball isn't fitting properly. So
absolutely. And I agree with you, because as a bowler I can definitely say that I think that I'm pretty sure that the most important part of the game of bowling is being properly fit.
Well,
I mean,
that's 90% of it is the fitting, no question.
Absolutely. And I just have one more question for you, Wally. In addition to bowling balls and shoes, what bowling products or accessories would you suggest that a new bowler have readily available as part of his or her bowling first aid kit?
Rosin and or easy slide, depending on what issue they have with their hand, if they perspire or if they feel they need a little help getting out of the ball, because generally a new bowler tends to squeeze a little bit, so they would probably be better off with a little easy slide in their bag. Towel, ball cleaner, tape if they have a swelling or shrinking issue. They might not know that at that time, but that might be something to be in there as well. Other than that, if they need a wrist device, I can recommend a basic device, because most new bowlers tend to break their wrists because of an improper fitted house ball. So I would recommend some kind of basic brace or glove. Absolutely.
And can you just expand a little bit on what exactly rosin and easy slide will do?
Sure. Easy slide is basically like a silicone powder. It's not quite powder, but it helps you get out. Most people use it for their shoes, but a lot of people put it on the back of their thumb to help them get out if they swell a touch. And rosin is for perspiring. So if someone perspires a lot, they would use a rosin bag or a rosin ball to absorb that moisture.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming so that's it, so that they can stay in the ball.
Correct.
Rosin helps them stay in the ball, and then
Correct.
Easy slide will help them slip out.
Correct.
Just in case.
Right.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Wally. We appreciate you giving us some input from a bowling drilling expert. And okay, guys, let's get ready and let's bowl.